Hi, welcome to Nurturing Neurospicy Mamas Yoga Flow. We're doing a quick 10-minute sequence today to energize and recharge. This is a great one to do first thing in the morning. Let's get started. We're going to start on hands and knees. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, stack your hips over your knees, and then just sway your hips from side to side until you come to a comfortable neutral spine. And we'll come into cat-cow. On your inhale breath, draw the crown of your head upward and your tail up. As you exhale, engage your belly and pull it up and in and let your head hang. Slowly start to move with your breath, inhaling into cow, exhaling into cat. As you exhale, really engage through your core. Spread your shoulders apart as you inhale, lift, creating length through the spine. Take that 2 more breaths. Exhaling into cat. Inhale, open into cow. 1 more time. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. This time coming into a neutral spine. Tap the tops of your feet against the mat. Create some energy here. On your next inhale, draw your right arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand. Pull your shoulder back in. And then extend your left leg straight back. Point your toes down toward the floor, spinning your inner thigh up toward the sky. Keep nice long length in your neck and continue breathing. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, pull your knee in toward your elbow. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen it out and come back into your neutral tabletop pose. Wiggle a little bit and get grounded in your right palm. Spread those fingers nice and wide, stretching your left arm forward. Again, thumb faces up. Inhale, lengthen your right leg straight back. Toes point down. Now make sure you're not hyperextending in your elbow here. Some of us neurospicy folks can be a little hypermobile. Holding here, engaging through your core. Inhale, exhale, pull it all in, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, elbow to knee. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw together. Stretch it out, come back to your tabletop. Now walk your palms 1 print forward. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Bend 1 knee, creating space through the back of your other leg, and then switch, bend the other knee. Really feel that length in that space, and then come to stillness. Take 3 big breaths here, inhaling through your nose, exhaling it out through your nose, and feel that oceanic sound in the back of your throat as you exhale. This is our victorious breath. One of the focuses of the breath in yoga is to really engage the core on that exhale to support the body. 1 more inhale, exhale it out. As you inhale, reach your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog, and then bring your knee into your nose, just like you did in your cat-cow. Inhale, reach it back, 2 more times. Exhale, knee to nose, pulling that core in. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, hold. Shoulders are over wrists. And then flex your right foot. Bring your right foot between your hands. If you need to, you can give it a little boost. And then you're coming into a high lunge. Make sure that your feet are wide enough they're on railroad tracks and not on a tightrope. And then bend and straighten through that front leg, really warming up that hamstring. Doing a cat-cow motion, inhaling, lifting, exhaling, pulling the belly in and straightening. Inhale, lift, exhale, straighten. This time, come back into your lunge. Keep that back knee lifted, or if you need more support, you can bring it down to the ground. We're coming into a high lunge. Arms reach up, gaze straight ahead, fingertips reaching for the sky as your shoulders melt down your back thigh lifted here. This is our crescent lunge. This pose builds a lot of heat in the body. We'll take 1 more breath here. Bring your palms to frame your front foot. Step back into a high plank position. Always an option to modify and bring the knees down. You're going to look forward and lower all the way to the mat. Again, knees can be down. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet down. Bring your palms by your ribs and roll your shoulders back, cobra pose. If you want to intensify this, bring your palms back by your low ribs and press up higher into upward facing dog. Thighs lift off the mat, core is engaged. On your next exhale, make your way to down dog. You can come through tabletop or you can press up and back into downward dog. Take a deep breath in, exhale it out. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, pull it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to nose. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, step your left foot forward. First hovering, looking forward, and then bringing that foot between your palms. Again, bend and straighten through that front knee, warming up your hamstring. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to straighten. One more time, come back into your lunge, and inhale, reach up, crescent lunge. Belly engaged here, shoulders melting down the back, gaze steady. One more big breath here, and then exhale, palms to the earth, step back, move through your flow. So bring your knees to the ground or take a chaturanga, lowering halfway, upward facing dog on the inhale, downward facing dog exhale. You can always skip that chaturanga flow and come straight to downward facing dog. Now we're going to add on, inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward into your high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, bring your back heel to the earth. So I'm facing away from you. Let me face toward you this way. You're coming into a warrior two. Your heel and your arch are aligned. Your back foot is angled slightly forward. You can see here. And your front toes are pointing straight toward that front edge of your mat. Arms are a T. So you want to melt your shoulders down. Bring your gaze over your right fingertip. Keep pressing that right knee open. That right knee presses toward your pinky toe. And bring your spine nice and tall. Take a big breath here. Lengthen, and then exhale, bring your forearm to your thigh. Reach your left arm up. So no weight here on that right shoulder if you can help it. Legs stay active, so legs are not moving here. They stay where they were. On your next inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep your right palm to face the wall behind you, like you're high-fiving that wall behind your mat. Big breath here. And then exhale, palms come to the earth, come to your high plank. Move through your version of the chaturanga flow. So move, modify if you need. You can intensify if you like. Good. On your next breath in, that left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, step it forward. Legs on railroad tracks as you rise, crescent lunge. And then exhale, flatten that back heel at a slight angle. Bring your gaze over your front middle finger. And inhale, length. Exhale, rooting down into those feet. Your foundation is your feet here. So keep them nice and connected to the earth. Melt your shoulder blades down your back. One more deep breath here. Lengthen. And then exhale. Left forearm to left thigh. Right palm shines forward. Gaze can either be up at your right thumb or straight ahead if that's easier on your neck. Keep tucking that left hip in toward the right heel. So feel that pulling in of the hip. Lots of action happening in the legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Legs stay exactly the same. Left knee is pressing open. Outer edge of the right foot presses into the earth. Big breath here. And then exhale, palms come to that high plank. Step back, look forward, and slowly lower down. Or come just straight into down dog. That's your practice. Downward facing dog. Awesome. We're going to flow that a little bit faster. One breath to each movement. Ready? Deep breath here. Exhale it out. Inhale, right leg reaches up and back. Exhale, step it forward. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side angle pose, forearm to thigh. Inhale, reverse, up and back. And exhale, palms frame your front foot, high plank. Lower on your exhale, open on your inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, length. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, palms come to the earth. This time, stay in your high plank. We're going to do a little bit of energizing work here on the core and back to wrap up this practice. We'll come into high plank and then come into a low plank. Bring your forearms to the earth and press your heels back. You can always come onto your knees here. You're really pressing through that upper back, opening up through the shoulder blades, and belly is hugging in like a burrito wrapping the front of your body. Think of it, your core is like a burrito. You're squeezing it tight and you're breathing here. Gaze straight ahead of your mat. It's okay to shake a little bit. That just means the body's doing the work that it's intended to do. Press your heels toward the wall behind you. Keep lifting through the pit of your belly. One more deep breath here. Exhale, bring your knees to the earth. Come into Sphinx pose. Bring your shoulders over your elbows. Draw your shoulders down your back. Now slide your arms back at your sides, palms face down, and bring your cheek to the earth. We're going to come into a locust pose. On your next inhale, palms face down, you're lifting everything up. Big toes touch. Shoulder blades draw toward each other. Back of the neck stays long. So lots of action happening here. You're really strengthening your back body as you stretch out the front of your body. Our front of our bodies get so crunched from sitting and doing all these forward motions. This is a great one to counteract that. And then exhale, lower down, bring your other cheek to the earth. All right, we're going to come right back into that low plank. So bring your forearms to the earth, tuck your toes, and lift your thighs. This time, we're going to add on. We're going to do low plank to high plank 4 times. So you're going to go right to high plank, and then you're going to go right to low plank. Now we're going to switch it. Left to high plank, left to low plank. Right again, right. You can always come to your knees. Left, and hold low plank. 3 deep breaths here. Draw that belly up and in. Slight engagement through your glutes, pressing those heels back. 1 more breath in. Exhale, come back into your Sphinx pose. Draw your shoulders down your back. Press through the tops of your feet. Feel length through the front of your body. Now we'll come this time into either floor bow or locust. So I'm going to cue for floor bow, but you can do locust again. You're going to bend your knees, take hold the outer edges of your feet, draw your shoulders back, and then everything's going to lift up on an inhale. Lift up, kick, and press. Neck stays long. 3 deep breaths here. Pull that belly up and in. Draw the knees toward each other. Kick into your hands. Exhale, release. Bend your knees. Rock your legs from side to side like a windshield wiper. Then you're going to come up to your tabletop and back to child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touch. Fingertips stretch forward. Give yourself a moment to ground down into the earth. Stretch your fingers forward. Draw your shoulders back. And slowly come back to your tabletop. Tuck your toes, walk your palms forward, ground into those palms, downward facing dog. Walk your feet or your hands to your feet. Bend your knees. Take opposite elbow to opposite bicep, swaying side to side, ragdoll, and then slowly engaging through your core, roll yourself all the way up to standing. Sweep your palms all the way up, look up toward the sky, draw your palms together right at your heart. Thank you for joining me in this energizing flow.